We've all set goals, right? We tell ourselves that once we reach a particular milestone, whether it's losing 10 pounds, buying that dream home, or hitting a career high, we'll feel complete and happy. But here's the truth. That line of thinking is broken. The traditional approach to goal setting is flawed because it sets us up in a constant state of lack. When you only consider yourself successful after you've achieved a specific goal, it means that until that exact moment, you're living in a mindset of not having enough, of not being there yet. No wonder so many of us feel perpetually unfulfilled. You see, the problem isn't the act of setting goals. It's what happens in between. The typical goal-oriented mindset can create a feedback loop where you're focused on a future state, constantly reminding yourself that you're not there yet. And even when you do get there, what's next? More often than not, there's an anticlimactic letdown. You might reach your target, but the satisfaction is fleeting, leaving you searching for the next thing to chase. So, what's the alternative? Today, we're talking about shifting from a goal-based mindset to a system-based mindset. It's time to stop fixating on singular achievements and start building systems that enable sustainable, continuous progress. Goals set the destination, but systems create the journey. Instead of chasing a static target, you'll be creating a lifestyle of growth and improvement. Goals often look great on paper. They're shiny, ambitious, and even inspiring. You've probably heard of the SMART method, setting goals that are specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. But let's be real. Even if you make your goals as specific as possible, it's not the goal itself that makes a difference in your life. The problem is that goals alone don't dictate your behavior. They're results-focused, meaning that the entirety of your plan for success hinges on reaching that one endpoint. For example, if your goal is to get fit, you might go through the motions of setting a weight loss target and even tracking your calories for a few weeks. But what happens when you hit a rough patch? When you're too tired to work out one day? When you overeat on a stressful evening? If all you have is a goal and no process, you fall off track and have no roadmap to guide you back. You're left demotivated, seeing yourself as failing because you didn't meet that abstract outcome. The power of systems. Building your safety net. So, let's flip the script. Instead of setting traditional goals, what if you build a system around what you want to achieve? What if, rather than focusing on a specific weight or career title, you centered your efforts on daily habits and consistent routines that move you in the right direction? Here's an analogy. Goals are like the summit of a mountain, while systems are the path that leads you there. Focusing solely on the summit can be overwhelming. But if you concentrate on putting one foot in front of the other, keeping your eyes on the trail, and enjoying each step of the climb, you'll reach that summit almost effortlessly. Systems create a safety net, a structure that catches you when motivation wavers and keeps you steadily advancing, no matter what. For example, if your goal is to have a cleaner home, you might set a Saturday morning cleaning spree where you tackle everything all at once. You'll spend hours scrubbing, vacuuming, and organizing, only to have it fall apart by Tuesday when life gets hectic again. But if you have a system, you might spend just 20 minutes every evening tidying up before bed. You don't focus on perfection. You focus on consistency. By the time Saturday rolls around, you don't have a major task waiting for you because you've maintained it all week. Your system becomes part of your lifestyle. If you haven't read Atomic Habits by James Clear, do yourself a favor and grab a copy. The book brilliantly outlines why goals are often misleading and why systems are where the real transformation happens. One of the core messages is this: we do not rise to the level of our goals. We fall to the level of our systems. This means that your outcomes aren't determined by your ambitions, but by the structure you put in place to reach them. Let's say you want a promotion by the end of the year. Instead of writing down "get a promotion," build a system around professional growth. Dedicate 30 minutes each morning to learning a new skill relevant to your role. Network with industry professionals twice a month, and consistently look for projects that push you out of your comfort zone. It's the system that will get you there, not just the goal. Unlike goals, systems don't have a finish line. When you implement a system, you're not working toward a one-time achievement. You're creating a sustainable process that allows for ongoing success. Once you hit a milestone, you don't stop. You simply adjust the system to aim higher. That's the beauty of systems. They ensure that growth is constant, and progress doesn't halt once you hit a predefined target. It's time to turn your goals into systems. Start by looking at your current goals and asking yourself, what are the daily actions that will move me closer to this? Write down the specific habits and routines you need to implement. Next, establish small, manageable tasks that can be done every day or every week. Make them so simple that skipping them feels harder than doing them. For example, if you want to read more, don't just say, read 20 books this year. Create a system. Read for 20 minutes every morning. If your goal is to save money, implement a system. Automate a percentage of your paycheck to go directly into your savings account each month. You're not aiming for a one-time success. You're building a habit that will keep you on track for years. By shifting your focus from goals to systems, you stop measuring yourself by what you haven't achieved and start valuing yourself for what you're consistently doing. The satisfaction doesn't come at the end. It comes every single day in every small step forward. This approach transforms your mindset from one of lack to one of abundance, because with a solid system, you're always moving, always growing, and always succeeding. So, what's the next step for you? Take a look at your biggest goal. Then, create a system that will make it inevitable. With the right habits, routines, and actions in place, you won't just reach your goals, you'll surpass them, leaving the concept of success far behind as you build a life of constant evolution and achievement. Because with systems, there's no end, just better and better ways of living.